core basically is play 31 games. Your thoughts on that? Because in today's day and age, I think that's pretty remarkable to have that many guys play every game.
Yeah, I think it is. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's luck or some people get unlucky injuries and taking care of your body the right way. And I know we have our whole team mostly takes care of their bodies the right way and gets treatment and a lot of guys are on diets and all that. So we have a good group of guys here and it's pretty cool, especially for myself to be able to play this many games.
So are you a guy who wants to play tomorrow and would like to play all 82?
Yeah, I think it just kind of depends on our whole situation. But yeah, I think it means a lot to guys, especially like myself, when you play every game of the season. I've never done it. I know some other guys are striving for that too. So it's I think anytime you can get an 82 game season in, it's pretty remarkable.
A lot was made in the off season about changing your training routine. Like, is this sort of the proof that whatever you did last summer has benefited you considerably this year?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, I think last year, I played almost all the games. The games I missed was because of my hand injury, and I think that was an unlucky injury. So, it's hard to say. I think, I've been pretty healthy for the most part over the last few years, and I just feel like I know what I need to do to take care of my body.
You've been here for some of the tough seasons for this team. Now to be at this point where you hit 50 wins, you win the division, you're going into the playoffs. What is that feeling like after some of the years you've been through?
Oh, it's amazing. We obviously we're sick and tired of losing, and that's why we came here early to try to set that standard and set those expectations. And I think we had that great start to the year. We just kind of built off it, and we've had our ups and downs, but I think we've learned a lot, and I think we're getting ready here for the playoffs.
You guys have talked a lot about having that sort of day-to-day, game-to-game mentality when you are focused on the short term for the whole season, and now you can sort of reflect on what you've accomplished. How did that mentality serve you well, do you think?
Yeah, I think there's times you can get roped into, worrying about, other things other than the task at hand and, the game that night or whatever it is. So, I think, when we were kind of in our lows that we started to focus on, what we just need to do each day, and that kind of got us out of it.
Brock, a lot of fans are scoreboard watching these days, just seeing who the Canucks may play in the playoffs. Are the players like that as well? Are you checking in to see?
Yeah, I think a lot of us guys are fans too, and it's always interesting not even just see who we're going to play, but to see the other matchups around the league. So I'd definitely say we're all watching.
And I have to ask, do you have a preference on who you might play?
That's a good question. No, I mean, at the end of the day, everyone says you got to eat, whoever you play, you're going to have to, beat really good teams no matter what. So to us, it doesn't matter. We just got to focus on ourselves.
JT said last night that, early after the trade that brought him here, it felt like time was sort of standing still. The organization was really spinning its wheels. You've been here longer than anybody in this room. Were there some moments you wondered about the direction that this group was headed? Not this group this year, but just in your time here. Sort of, would you ever get out of the cycle of not making progress?
Yeah, it's tough to say because, I always felt like we've had, the right pieces to steer, steered in the right direction, and we just never did until this year. So, I feel like I always had that belief deep down inside, and I don't know. It's tough to say just thinking back on it, but I always believe in Mills. He showed what he can do in this league since he came here, and with Petey and Huggy and Demery, they're all amazing players. So.
Another guy like Ian Cole, who played so much in the playoffs. How did he add to the
Yeah, no, I think he's been great to everyone, and I think he's a good leader. He's a good communicator with guys. He'll always just go talk to guys, during intermission, during a game, whatever he thinks, and he's a very smart, hockey-minded guy, and obviously he's super strong and tough and block shots, so he's been great for us.
Well, your own experience, you guys played in the playoffs. Is that relevant to what you guys are trying to do?
No, I think we just got to look at it as like our first time. So, I think just with fans and the momentum shifts and all that, it's something new to us and something that we're gonna have to embrace.
But have you heard about what the fans can get like in the playoffs here with the towels and everything like that?
Yeah, I've heard that it's pretty crazy, and I'm just excited to experience it myself now.
Brock, the fans voted JT team MVP last night. You guys have played together a lot this season. What do you think of his year?
Oh, it's tremendous. He's been a bull for us all year, and the style of play he plays, it's pretty impressive. He's physical, and he can make plays, score goals. So, he does a little bit of everything, and he's done it consistently. I think that's what stands out the most. Even if he's off his game, he'll still be physical. So he's had a great year.
We talked a couple of weeks ago about some of the nights in here where the crowd is popped and stuff. I was thinking too about like Daniel and Henriks' final night here. Like, is that one that would stand out in terms of just how loud this building?
Yeah, I hope so. I think it's just gonna be a new experience. But we have heard it loud in this building. We play the Leafs, and just looking back at Daniel and Henriks' final game, that was crazy. I wasn't playing it, but just watching it from upstairs was pretty cool. So I'm definitely getting excited.